Hey guys, welcome to the War on the Sea. It's one of the newer games that I wanted to play for you guys. The one game that I was like, give me time to learn this game because this game is insane, but I still struggle with it today, but I think it's been long enough where it's like I need to show you guys this no matter how good I do or how bad I do. I do enjoy the game. It is very hard, actually, to be honest. Even on very easy mode, it is not an easy game. The mechanics are easy, but the eye is just insane, okay? And I see a lot of YouTubers that I compete with, and they play this like it's really easy, but it's really not. The concept is easy, what you do is easy, the mechanics are easy, but it's just the ability of the eye is insane. So I think I waited long enough to put this game out here. I know enough to be able to play the game and at least do something, but you're gonna have to be a little gracious with me here because I'm not very good at the game as of right now because I'm still trying to learn the game, and I figure we waited long enough to put this out here so you guys can learn the game with me. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comments and we'll go from there. But without further ado, let's get into this brand new campaign. Now, I do have the music turned off because of copyright issues. I do not want to have copyright issues, so I just turned it off. But without further ado, let's get our first fleet going on. New air wing. Oh, you know what? I think I'm playing on medium difficulty, believe it or not, because I didn't switch it, in all honesty. So now we're gonna play the game for about an hour. I wanna make sure that clock is still going because I accidentally closed it out. Yes, it is. I'm gonna let it run in the background just so I know that it's going. In any case, let's get into playing the game here. I will be editing the rest of that conversation out, but that's because I had to let them know that I was busy and it's just easier for me to use my voice. So, the first thing we're going to do is actually not build an air wing, but actually build a fleet. I like to build a surface fleet first because the Japanese need to lock down the canal, okay? That is what you really want to do early on in the game. But unfortunately, we only have 200 command points to work with right now. And so we're going to build a surface fleet that can be used to lock it down as much as we can. And then once we get some command points, if we can, and it doesn't go to heck, then we will actually start sending the transports down the slot, as I like to call it. The slot is down here, okay? And one of the victory conditions is we need to build a level 5 airfield on Guadalcanal, okay? That requires resources and that kind of thing to upgrade ports and airfields. But while that's happening, we need to keep the canal free of the Americans so that we can gain enough supplies within Radal. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, Rabal or something like that, to be able to get level 5 airfield, because what we have to do is transport the supplies through the canal or the slot using transport ships to get the supplies to the canal and then upgrade it using the supplies available in the canal. So I think first we're going to do this. We're gonna recruit a submarine. Actually, I think I'm gonna recruit a couple of them, to tell you the truth. Yeah, 3 submarines here. Okay, that's good. And then we're gonna call that task force being done. This is task force number 1. And we're gonna send him down to Guadalcanal. He's gonna go from the Guadalcanal up through this, back through the canal, now. There we go. And then what we're going to do is actually make that a patrol zone, okay? That means that when he gets to that area, he will constantly go around this area looking for enemy ships, etc. Now, the next thing we need to do is use our remaining ship points to make another task force. This is going to be another surface fleet. It's not going to be the strongest fleet in the world because we only have 164 points left. So what we're going to do is, get a battle to be helpful. And let's see here, that's 68 points right now. Yamamoto class, which that's 118 points. So what we're gonna do now is gonna go to destroyers now, and I'm gonna fill out the rest of these with destroyers. We're over the limit right now, so let's remove 2 of these. Okay, that battleship task force isn't going to be that strong. I realize that now, but we have to make do with what we can get as of late. So actually, you know what? We should get rid of the Yamamoto and just go with this, and then add a bunch of Fubuki class destroyer, huh? That's a very iconic ship for the Japanese, to be honest. Fubuki destroyers were absolutely feared. They were decent destroyers, actually. I'm gonna try and get a light cruiser as well, if I can. Light cruiser. Okay, let's go with that, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna call that good. That's a bigger task force than I actually expected earlier. It's not the most powerful thing I've ever assembled in terms of ship firepower, because a lot of it's destroyers. A couple light cruisers, 2 battleships. I mean, it's got a decent amount of firepower on it, but it's not like detrimental or whatever you want to call it. And this one's gonna be a little bit different here, because what they're going to do is go down here, gonna lock that in place, and then they're gonna come across back to the canal and through, and then back around, pretty much. And we're gonna make that a patrol area for them. That way we have 2 task force going around the canal, and hopefully it's not going to really protect against air attack. Yes, we have decent aim on these ships, combined with the battleship and the 2 light cruisers and a whole bunch of destroyers, but we are still going to be vulnerable to air attack. However, in terms of shipping, we should be able to engage the shipping rather easy, with the submarines being inside the canal as well, and the surface fleet going around the canal. The main goal right now is to lock down the canal so that they can't get to it. Then once we get our command points to be higher again, because you can see we only have 12, and then I'm going to build another task force with merchant ships in it, and I'm gonna start shipping supplies from Rabaul to the canal so we can upgrade the airfield. Nice thing about the battleships is they have a recon plane you can use, actually, so we're going to be taking advantage of that, so we can spot any surface ships before they see us and we can engage them. And then hopefully the submarine task force here will help us detect any surface ships coming in as well. I'm going to pull that recon plane out until we get to our patrol zone that we have for the surface fleet, and then let me look at the patrol zone for the submarines again. The patrol zone for the submarines is much tighter, which is okay, because the plan is I'm trying to stop any merchant fleets coming through here, because the merchant ships that ship supplies are actually troop transport as well. So the plan is trying to lock down this port, and then we're gonna expand out once we know that Guadalcanal is locked down. And then what I actually end up doing is actually swapping the surface fleet that is patrolling the area of the canal for a bigger, stronger fleet down there so that they can't ever get through it. Because if we lose Guadalcanal, we actually lose the game unless we can take it back. So they have to attack us concerning Guadalcanal. So what I'm trying to do is actually lock it down so that we can get command points from destroying stuff that they have and then building a bigger fleet and then having the merchant fleet follow after them. I'll wait until they get up here, and then I'm going to see if that surface fleet is within the patrol zone. Yes, it is. So let's select the battleship, and we want to launch aircraft. This is the one we're looking for. Launch aircraft. Alright. Oh, alright. It's past the zone to launch aircraft. Okay.
The phone out there on the table. I didn't know where it went.
From the basement, but thank you.
Okay, we got aircraft availability now. So let's launch those aircraft up with a float plane here. We're gonna launch one of them, and then I'm going to plot their course to go from here through here, and then through the canal, out here a little bit, back around, and attaching to the other island, and then that's going to be their patrol zone. That way we can see the majority of what's going on around the canal. That way, if they're just outside the canal, we can still see what's going on there. And if the float plane does find anything, I can send one of the task forces to intercept. So that's the plan if the float plane does find anything. But like I said, I've said multiple times in here, this recording, the main goal right now is to lock down the area in and around Guadalcanal. You might be just patrolling the entire hour that we're in here, but like I said, if we don't lock down Guadalcanal, then it's pretty much game over. And I'm only doing this so we can get some command points back from destroying fleets that they send down the slot, because that's how you make more fleets, okay? So we might be a little bit passive here, but by the end of the series, I will be taking over places and trying to take the fight to the Americans. Okay, so we have an American fleet, from what I understand. We have an American fleet really close to the canal, which really isn't good, okay? So what's gonna happen now that I spotted them, is that send the first surface fleet to deal with them, because they're a lot further away from that fleet than the submarine is. So we're gonna have the submarine try to engage them before it becomes a problem. Oh, that scared me. They bombarded that. That sucked. Okay, well, that makes things more complicated, but hopefully we can get some revenge, honestly, by getting rid of this fleet that's up in here. That really sucks. I should have patrolled closer to that area, but I wanted to cover the entrances as well. So they're probably gonna land troops there, but hopefully not. If I can get some, revenge with the subs and stuff and get up there, then that bombardment shouldn't matter as much. I should have locked down the canal closer to home and then had the surface fleet go way out there and cover the ocean outside of the canal that enters. I'm trying, guys. They're probably gonna land troops there, which is really gonna suck. But I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna change this guy's patrol pattern so that they don't try that crap again. I'm actually surprised they didn't land troops there. And the thing is, we don't have enough command points to send reinforcements via transport ship up to Guadalcanal. So in that regard, we're pretty much screwed. And change this person's course to through the SWAT. There we go. That should lock that area down. And we're gonna make that his patrol sector. Actually, we can do that real quick. I should have done that a long time ago. Oh boy. Here we go, guys. I have to start using it. We got air attack going on here. Oh boy. Well, I guess. Here we go. The time you guys been waiting for. We're going to do a circular formation because a circular formation is going to maximize our anti-aircraft fire. The fleet's definitely going to take some damage. I'm not going to lie to you guys and say that we're not going to take anything. Okay, but I'm going to do my best, alright? Let's get that radar going on the freaking ship if we can here. There we go. Now the battleship uses its radar, which is going to help things. Alright, they're coming from... Well, hang on. They're coming from the left. So what I'm going to do now... Wow. Honestly, guys, I can't see them. I'm gonna have to look around here. Okay, they're coming from that direction there. That really sucks. Not gonna lie. All we did was damage them. We didn't get any of them. And that binoculars mode is really hard to use. I'm not gonna lie. It really is hard to use. Hopefully we don't lose any of the ships, okay? That's what I'm concerned about right now. I'm concerned about the rest of the fleet. But that's what I'm talking about, guys. They're not easy. It's actually a freaking miracle that we actually didn't lose any of the ships. I know a couple of them are heavily damaged, not gonna lie. Alright, so I think we're to the point where we can actually leave the battle zone without having to wait. Oh, we have to wait, but it's pretty much over. I'm really concerned about this one, honestly. Well, give me a damage report on that one. Okay, couple flooded compartments, which is not good. They're not fixable, to be honest, but it could have been much worse. Let me tell you, it really could have been. So I guess I have no complaints. What ship is this? Okay, this is a straight up Fubuki, not just a Fubuki class. Went better than I expected. The Fubuki has moderate damage, minor flooding. The rest of the fleet is rather intact. That could have went better, honestly. Have to be within 13 miles of friendly port. Well, that's kind of not cool because I don't want to take the surface fleet off of the patrol of that. But then again, I don't want that Fubuki sinking either. I guess we'll decide that in the next episode here. Let me know down in the comments what you guys want me to do. Do you want me to send that fleet back so the Fubuki can be fixed and then just put all the weight on that submarine task force? Or do you want to keep the fleet out here? I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. We got about 17 minutes left on this recording, so we'll see what happens within those 17 minutes. Again, this episode's gonna be a lot of patrol and it's not gonna be a lot of aggression towards the Americans. I just want to be able to lock down the canal as of right now. Okay, so apparently it's making me do another course. You've got to be crapping me. You have got to be joking. See, these people's planes are merciful. I'm gonna try and get a better angle at this air attack here for you guys so you can actually see what's going on, unlike the last time I was only able to get bits and pieces of it. 25 knots. Turn the radar on so there we go, we got contact. Alright, I think that's the side that they're coming from. See if we can't. Yes, that's the side that they're coming. Good. Now, I want to actually turn right into this, to tell you the truth. And I'm gonna go into the binoculars view and see if we can. Oh, they're doing the torpedo bomber thing now. Oh, that's great. That really sucks. As far as I can tell though, they only got one hit on us, which that means it could have been a lot worse. Actually, to tell you the truth, it really could have been a lot worse. We'll wait until they break contact here. Oh yeah, our battleship got hit pretty hard, but it was one hit on that battleship. So I'm thinking, let's see what's going on here. And yeah, they got a couple flooded spots and several fires, but they should be able to take care of that. I'm gonna slow this down so that they can work more efficiently here. I'll just make it like 0 knots. All right, let's watch the patrol crews take care of what they need to take care of here. Really, guys, that could have been a lot worse, but now I'm concerned about the battleship now. They're coming again. You have got to be joking me, right? Oh my. Yeah, that's real nice. Let's change course a little bit. Oh boy, just when I thought it was over. Oh boy, lots happened and wow, that killed us down to 5 minutes left on this. Oh boy, well hopefully, I'm gonna send that fleet back, guys. As much as I don't want to take out the surface fleet because it's a lot of firepower covering the canal, I do not want to lose this. I really don't. The reason why I'm sitting here for so long after battle is because I'm waiting for the damage crews to get done with what they're doing, because if you try to retreat before they're done, to be honest guys, you keep that damage, which I do not want to do. So that is why after each time they try to do this, we are actually waiting for the damage crews to get done with what they're doing. But I think this encounter is done, which is a good thing because I need to pull this fleet out. If I didn't react when I did, it probably would have been a lot worse. I'm gonna tell you right now, it probably would have been. But as much as I don't want to take and put this fleet out of action, I feel like I have to, because none of my ships have actually sunk at this point, and I don't want to risk that. So I think we're just gonna pull the surface fleet out, and hopefully we can catch whatever comes through here with the submarine. I think if they can't see a surface fleet, they will stop sending the planes after us, because the submarine would be underwater and they would send the merchant ships and whatnot through to actually try to take the canal. And I think it would be better off that way, at least until we get enough command points to make a fleet that's so strong they can't hit with air power, because the anti-air is too strong. I may just add ships to the current fleet whenever you do get the command points needed to do such a thing. But that's just to bolster the anti-air and the firepower of the fleet overall. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, our time is up. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. One of our destroyers was hit pretty hard, to be honest. But I'm more concerned about the battleship. If we lose that, then it's just not going to be cool. So they lost 5 aircraft in that engagement. But I'll see you guys next time, and when we come back on the next episode, then it's gonna be sending this fleet back to Rabaul to receive maintenance repairs. It's only been day 2. Don't forget to push that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.